Speaking of yoga, I've been working with Studio Satya.
That's great.
And when I went in there, they were like, we went and saw your show and we saw you had Grant on there. Grant comes here. And I was like, awesome.
Yeah.
Phails at Philosophy.
We're going to the same yoga studio, baby.
I know. That's
Studio
great.
Satya.
Yeah, I love that. I love that place.
Pronounce it for me.
It's Studio Satya.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, sure.
Pretty good.
Um,
But we're yogaing at the same place.
yeah. Well, I mean, I haven't been there in a while.
No, I haven't seen you there, but I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you there.
It's funny because I've like every so often I put it back on my calendar
Yeah.
and then something comes up or
Who do you, I'm sure you like everybody there, but is there a certain class that you go to or you
when I
kinda
was
seek out?
going, I was going to the Hatha class.
Is it a particular facilitator or is it just whoever's doing Hatha at the time?
It was, but yeah, I don't want to promote one over the other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, I've got
because I love the three owners.
Mary, Holly, and Carly. They're all coming on
Right.
the show. Mary's
Mary-
been on it. Holly and Carly are coming during this section.
Yeah, the reality is that as teachers, I loved all three. I love all.
Oh,
three
I
of
do
them.
too. Yeah, I do too.
And they have very different perspectives,
Mm-hmm.
but
And different styles.
I like the focus on alignment
Yeah.
in the Hatha sequences.
I just
and
like the chillness of Hatha.
and I'm less, even though there's things that I think are good about it, and it's challenged me to being there, challenged me to embrace it. Like I avoided sort of Vinyasa style yoga
Yeah.
for years. And originally kind of in terms of when I got up into yoga seriously was in Bikram world.
Okay, hot. That's
Yeah.
the hot stuff.
Hot Hatha, right?
Yeah.
Holding a posture for a while.
And it's the
working
same
them on.
postures, right?
Right.
Bikram is
It was 26 postures.
in a
et cetera.
hot room.
Right. And that regularity, definitely as a foundation, was really good.
Yeah.
And the hot was good. Like I loved it. It was a style of yoga that you couldn't do if your lifestyle didn't allow you to have the time to go to the studio in the heat
Yeah, you have to have that hot room.
and even once, like really every day.
And aside
to
on that
provide
hot
that.
room thing,
Yeah.
I watched, I've been doing a lot of research on nutrition because I'm like, and I've got a registered dietitian coming on the show, this section. I saw something that communicated a correlation between heat exposure and reduction in visceral fat,
Interesting.
which visceral fat reduction is really important. Visceral fat is the fat that like is inside around your organs.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I can tell, it kind of acts like an organ itself and it can release toxic chemicals into your body. Like visceral fat's real bad.
Is it? Oh, does it have
Real
a
bad.
function, or is it just where it's stored? Because like
It's different than subcutaneous fat.
Right.
I'm not going to be able to speak on it
Yeah,
intelligently because I learn it and I like, okay, I'm going to do this different thing, but I don't like keep it all. But I did remember it saying that one way to reduce it was heat exposure.
yeah.
So I imagine Bikram has that component.
Oh
for
yeah, I
folks.
mean, like I was super fit at the time.
yeah.
I mean, I was also carless,
Yeah, so you were riding a bike
living
or
and
walking.
and so in addition to the yoga, I was doing 200 miles
Oh wow,
a week just from commuting on
you
my
were
bike.
probably like real fit.
Yeah, I was half the size I am now in
Yeah.
terms of like weight and all that was muscle. Yeah, no, it was good.
Yeah.
But it was intense. I mean, I remember things like, I more than anything, that intense style of yoga
Mm-hmm.
made me manage my diet better
Yes.
and my lifestyle better, because there were definitely moments where like I'd be out and I'd be like, do I want that beer?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I very quickly I became aware of what one beer
Yep.
does to me.
That's
And,
awareness, baby.
like, because 3 days later I can feel, especially when you're doing it regularly.
Yeah.
You can see the impact on your performance in the studio.
Well, you're making your body a high performance machine.
Right.
And with high performance machines, I think it's probably more, any change or any kind of dirt in the system is going to be more, it's going to more easily seen or more easily felt.
Yeah. So yeah, when I came back to yoga like a couple years ago,
Uh-huh.
and I was thinking like, I've thought about going to the kind of post Bikram studio.
Yeah.
Because I do like that style. The toxic Bikram culture stuff that
I watched a documentary on
Right.
Bikram, and apparently
Kind
he's
of-
a bad guy.
Yeah, well, and I could see not like as bad as it ended up really being.
Yeah.
But I could see the toxicity in the background of this kind of semi closed community
Yeah.
of teachers in the world. There was already kind of a breakaway studio that was a Bikram style that I was going to
Mhm.
when I was there. And I could see that there were a lot of good practitioners and teachers who were trying to do the best within the system that was toxic at the top
Yeah.
to create a good community, a good system, a good. So there's part of me that's still interested in that community, but
Bikram.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's-
Doing the healthy.
yeah,
more-
that kind of and especially now in a community that's controlled by the teachers
I think-
instead of by some dude at the top.
I think one of the people at Crux where I do a lot of yoga is doing a Bikram or at least a hot yoga somewhere in Austin. I could find out.
Yeah,
There's places around.
but well, I know where it was, and at that point,
Oh, you do?
I was talking to a former student of mine who's
Mhm.
now a friend, and she's connected to Satya,
Okay.
and she's like, "You got to check out Satya." And
Their community,
Right.
like when I talk to Mary, she's like, community is really important to her. And I like that.
yeah, and they're embedded in kind of a wider, also a background because of their roots in Yoga Union,
Yeah.
in a space where they had to sort through those community problems in
The
the
yoga
past.
yoga.
Or
Yeah.
yoga,
Yeah.
yoga, not Yoga Union. That's actually the kind of breakaway Bikram studio I went to in Portland.
Okay.
But yeah, yoga, like, so there's a level at which like people trying to put together community who have been through some drama
Yeah.
and
You like it.
understand,
They got to experience and
because
awareness.
so much
yeah.
of the drama comes from the naivete, especially in these kinds of communities,
hippie communities.
that we're going to be, well, any kind of like,
Well, because the universe and the fairies and all those things are going
Well,
to fix everything.
yeah, and well, and it's Christian communities, it's hippie communities, it's communities
Yeah, because
with
God's going to fix everything.
right,
Or,
and there's
yeah.
a sense that because
we need to do it.
we're in like a good yoga community together, we're a special kind of person,
The spirituality of all of us is going to
And-
solve all the
and we're
problems
not-
instead of the raw
and we're not going to be crappy human
hands
beings
in the dirt,
who engage in corruption,
Right.
who are driven by ego,
right?
who like all.
Which we all are,
Right, so
to
pe-
some extent.
So people trying to put together a community who have been through that,
they're like, no, we got to get down to the basics
Right.
here, y'all. This is human interaction.
and I've got my eye out for the predators, and I've got my eye out for the corruption, and I've got and yeah, and that's sort of part of what I trust about that community is they've been around the block.
Oh,
You know.
well, I really am grateful for them. They're the first partnership I have as a brand.
Nice.
Like our relationship now is the barter on their side is that I get access to the studio. They've given me the unlimited membership, and I'm interviewing all three of them and going to do my best to share those. And I'm asking them like, how else can I
That's great.
contribute to this community with my skills and with the equipment, because I want to keep being a part of that community until I have some money to pay for the membership, because it's not cheap.
No, I know.
And right now I just don't have the money to spend on it, and I kind of need to move the show into some kind of exchange of energy type of,
Yeah, no, I think that's the solid. Yeah.
and I'm so grateful for them being kind of the first people to do it. I mean, you might be the first because we've been doing this a long time,
Right.
and I learned a lot from you. But it's different. Like they're
No,
they're
they're
in the game,
They're a business trying to relate to you as a business, and
Right.
as well as people trying to relate to you as a people. And I think that's
it's
That's-
really they're putting some trust in me,
right.
and I feel anxious a little bit about it.
You
And
should.
I should,
Yeah, you should be careful.
because I'm like I want to showcase them as them.
Right.
It's not a puff piece. But it's also like I want to try to be of service to them outside of my brand.
Right. Exactly.
Like to interview maybe their students or them and let that be their content. That's
Yeah.
not Phil Phails content. So I'm trying to figure out how to get there, and we're gonna keep talking about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think you get there by just doing it and staying open to hearing what your
feedback.
collaborators have to say.
Yeah.
And practicing those listening skills when you're working with your collaborators.
That's hard for me.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
it's only hard for you because you have enough awareness to realize how hard it is for everyone
Okay.
in yourself, right?